And when I met the anesthetist, how is it called? The guy who's supposed to put you to sleep before for the surgery. You know, you have to have an appointment with this person. I told him, I'm an addict. I'm using THC on a daily basis. And let me advise you people, if you ever have to go for a surgery or anything, just tell the guy. Because since I told him, he was able to put me to sleep, to really put me to sleep, all right? I told him that I was really nervous about the surgery. And I said, look, can you please have a little pill for me as soon as I get to the hospital? So he said, no, we don't do this. You're going to have to wait until you see the doctor, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, look, I'm going to freak out. You're going to have something ready for me as soon as I get to the hospital. Otherwise, I swear, I will go there stoned as hell. And the guy laughed. He was like, okay, no, don't get stoned. We'll make sure that you are stoned. They gave me a pill as soon as I got to the hospital. Oh, merci. 2 years ago, I had a heart attack. They put me some stents, 4 stents in my arteries. And after this, they found some emphysema in my lungs. And that is why they told me that I absolutely needed to take a break with inhaling anything. Is it that bad, you might ask? I don't know. It is not good, that's for sure. And I have to take those pills forever. And it took me a while to get used to my new condition. Oh, baby. So that's what happened. I had a heart attack, which in itself is not so surprising because my father, who's sadly no longer with us today, had 2 in his life. So basically I was warned. I have been warned for years because I knew my father had a condition, and also I knew I was smoking like crazy since pretty difficult. Because I never saw myself as someone who's ill, sick, or I mean, so I really need to get used to this. It is actually and quite clearly my wife, who was my fiancée at the time, who saved my life, you see. We were in bed, lights off, sleeping, and she was the first one who noticed that the way I breathe was a bit suspicious, you know. She would find my breathing a bit strange, and she would ask me like, are you alright? And I remember having to breathe out in order to answer. You know, she would go like, are you alright? And then I would go, yes, you know. So she was telling me something's wrong, and I was like, come on, I mean, it's all right. Until one night, she was so intrigued. She was so even scared, that's the word, that she called a lady she was working with, you know, a little text message to a woman to whom she used to babysit the children and whose husband is a cardiologist. So basically she just said, sorry to disturb you, I know your husband is a cardiologist and my fiancé is having this and that and this. And then the cardiologist came to the phone, basically called back and said, look, I want to see you tomorrow in my office because from what I hear, you are on the verge of heart attack, basically. And the guy was right. He was right. I remember that. I remember having to stay home because I couldn't work. I felt like out of breath with a pain in the chest area, and you know when you have like we say ants in your arms. You know, you can feel that it's tickling your arms from the shoulders to the tip of the fingers. I felt so weak, and one day I even ended up going in the street because even though I didn't know what was going on, I could feel that something might happen, and I realized that I should not stay home. I should not be on my own. I would go to a pharmacy and sit in the shop and tell them, look, I don't know what's going on. I just want to be here if something happens. But at that moment, I just had no idea. I just could feel that I was like kind of leaving my body. It's a bit strange to explain. You know, you would open your mouth and try to breathe in as much as you could, and you could feel the air going in, but no oxygen. It was a very, very scary feeling. At least here I am now, but had my future wife not seen anything, where would I be? It's a bit like that video I made the other day about money. That was a bit hard to stomach, by the way. As I said on that video, I didn't learn anything. It was just to face it. It's wow. I get the same feeling now with that new video. Telling you about my heart condition makes me face it in a way that is a bit different from what I'm used to. I mean, I'm used to, I wouldn't say not care, but what I'm trying to say is that the guilt that I felt after doing that money video is the same guilt I feel now. I mean, talking about my health makes me think about my family again, because once again I'm putting them through difficulties because of my inability to get healthy or to stop using. It always comes down to the same thing. I just should stop using, stop smoking, inhaling. But we are getting there. I am getting there, friends. Starting to like you, by the way, because you are here for me. It feels so nice to have someone listening, you know. Hey, you know what? The swimming pool is opened. I'll try to see if I can film something inside. I guess that it is forbidden, but I mean, if I can have a few seconds of that swimming pool. But if you think that you will see me in Speedos, guys, you're dreaming. I'm not ready for this. At least wait until I have that beautiful body I used to have in my 20s. Just before I leave you, it has been twice already that I mentioned cycling, going to work cycling, and I haven't done it yet. So from tomorrow morning, guys, tomorrow morning I will be cycling.